What are some of the challenges when taking something that's been a feature film and a television series and porting it into a handheld mobile device?
Ooh, what are some of the challenges? Well, one of the big challenges are getting them to stand still when you tell them to stand still. The characters. No, it is fun that part of it is keeping control of the IP as far as your servicing and respecting the brand. Remember, there's two ways to approach it. I can come and take your IP and say, "Oh, reboot, I want to do this," and you know, and everybody goes like, "Oh, great," and then it's never, you know, that works when it's like a Star Trek, because with that, it's been off the air long enough, and there's been enough movies that we were just talking about this at lunch, that it works. Stargate is still fresh. It just, you know, it literally just went off the air in 2000, I think. May or so of 2011, I think, is where this thing is still fresh for people. Still, people are still mad that SGU didn't get the proper ending. We know because they send us emails, and that's really probably the biggest issue, is that you're taking the fans. But this is also the gift. We were talking. It's like this: a great IP that has that big of a fan base and that loyal of a fan base is a trust. It's what it is. So. Yeah, you know, if it were years and years and years later, then you can take that and you can build something new on that property. It's a foundation. In our case, it's an active place. So the guys who originally created the show, they did such a great job at building this trust, and you know, and we have to go in and manage the story. We're not trying to redo it. We're not trying to do it. We're trying to add to it in a way that's complementary, that makes the fans happy, but yet gives them a new storyline without rehashing an old episode. So if there's anything that's difficult, it's making sure you're not missing something. We get the emails. Send me more emails about the gun in the guy's hand and who's bald and what season it is. Because we get those emails like, oh, it was season 5. I'm sorry. Then I apologize for cursing your children and your dog and all those other things. Then they'll apologize after you do that. And he's like, oh, wait, I forgot. Yeah, in season 5 it was that. But beyond that, that's really all it is. Because when you take care of the fans and what they like, when you connect with them and they know that you're doing it, you're not trying to just make money off of them. Don't get me wrong, we need them to buy it, but it's not like, you know, you're trying to fleece these kids for money. It's like, oh, I'll use that group and I'll go get this group. No, you're trying to take the time with the IP to treat it right, and they respond to it. You know, we have people right now that bought it. It's not available on iPod. It is available on iPad, but yet it says it on the disclaimer. People bought it. We had some people send us like, yeah, I know it wasn't available in here. I know it was going to crash, but I needed to support what you're doing because it's my way of supporting it. It's fantastic. Thank you. I mean, I'm sorry to, you know, but that's the kind of fans they are. So they're very loyal.
And you mentioned it's episodic. So will we see 5 episodes? How many episodes are slated?
This story arcs over. The current story that we have right now is going to arc over 5 episodes. And there's a couple of features in there. One, we've added, which we really like, we've added a girl as the bad guy. And I think in the series there may have only been 3 previous bad guys, girls, persons of the female persuasion that were bad. And the sort of the antagonist there is, so we have those, but we've added one this time. And she was a person who was mentioned and brought up in lore in 7, I think in season 7 or something. I know this because Michael Shanks says he's the one that wrote that in there one time in an episode, and he takes credit for it. When we finally mention her name, we're going to have to put a disclaimer at the end of the game that says that Michael Shanks said that he came up with that, even though it was in Egyptian history and it's been around for a long time. I'm still giving you credit, Michael. We love you. But that's kind of the thing it is. And so we added that. That's a really one. She's really good looking because we decided that the gal would body a good looking girl, not an ugly girl. It makes the show a lot more interesting. And beyond that, then it's you know, just kind of tracking it down. The good thing about it being an animated interactive, we can go so many more places, and we're not limited with time and space. We're not limited with sets and props and that. Anything we can imagine, we can draw, anything we can create. So there's a lot more fun stuff we can do with it and engaging it. So.